Hi there, my name is Chris Black, attorney and owner of Wingfoot Title. If you're watching this video, you have more than likely submitted an offer on a short sale, which we're orchestrating for the listing agent and the seller. First of all, congratulations on the offer. We hope it goes great. Second of all, welcome to Wingfoot Title. Just want to let you know that you're in very capable and interested hands. Like you, we don't get paid until the deal closes, so we have a vested interest, just like you, in the timely orchestration and closing of the short sale. I'd like to talk quickly about, just as by way of introduction, about the process, about the need for patience and preparedness, and hopefully we can get off on the right foot here. Basically, our process, we have 3 full-time staff dedicated to orchestrating the timely approval of your short sale. We've been doing this for over 2 years and have about 250 plus successful orchestrations and closings. So we've got experience, we're good at it, and hopefully you'll be able to realize some of the benefit from our experience. Communication is key in the short sale scenario. We understand that. Everybody always wants to know what's going on, what the status of the short sale is, looking for updates, and we get that. Here's what we do. We provide weekly updates to the listing agent via email. They get, say for example, if they have multiple properties with us, multiple short sales with us, they'll get a list of all theirs with their updates. It is incumbent on them, the listing agent, to update you as the buyer's agent with that information, just to kind of keep you in the loop so that you can inform your clients and so that everybody's on the same page and nobody feels left out. What we can't do, unfortunately, and it's not because we don't want to, but it's just because of the volume of the files, what we can't do is take your calls and answer your emails that are just related to getting a status update on the short sale. We really do have to rely on the listing agent for that communication to you, and that's just because of the volume. If you think about it, say for example, if we have 150 short sales in our office, if 4 people from each transaction called a couple times a week asking for a status update, we'd never be able to get anything done. So that's the process we have in place, and I hope it works for you. But we do want to communicate that to you early so that your expectations are set correctly. Speaking of expectations, one of the things I want to talk about is patience, and I want to beg for your assistance in setting your clients' expectations correctly. We've closed short sales, we've gotten short sale approvals in 8 days, and we've had some that are still going after 6 months. It depends. Everyone depends on the details of the transaction. What you need to know is that we're doing everything we possibly can to get it done as quickly as possible. But at the same time, just because your buyer submits a full price offer or gets us their proof of funds in a timely fashion, that does not necessarily mean that the next week we're going to have the approval. So as long as your and your client's expectations are set correctly, and that you understand that these things do take time, we'll do very, very well together, and I hope that's the case. The last thing I want to talk about as by way of introduction is preparedness. The first thing there is contractually make sure your folks are contracted in the name in which they want to take title. For example, if it's a husband and wife and they plan to sign the contract to an LLC, make sure they do that early. Make sure they contract in the name of the LLC or in the trust or some other entity. It's very, very difficult to switch midstream. So for example, if we got an approval that was buyer specific and it had the husband and wife's name, and then the husband and wife wanted to change the purchaser into an LLC, that may result in having to start the whole short sale process over. I know it doesn't make any sense, but that's just what happens in our experience. Second, make sure that the buyer's financing or their funds are in place and are ready to go as soon as we get the approval. I know nobody wants to go spending money on appraisals and things like that until we get an approval, and that's fine, I understand that. But what I want to make sure is that everything is in place, ready to go as soon as we get that approval, because we don't often get a lot of time once we get the approval. Sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 45 days, sometimes it's less. depending on the type of contract, whether it's cash or financed. Thirdly, under preparedness, you may be required to submit some information to us. Sometimes the short sale lenders ask for buyer information. They'll almost always ask for proof of funds, but sometimes they'll ask for a little more. If we ask you for things like that, please get it to us in a timely fashion. It just keeps the ball rolling forward, and that's what we're all here for. And finally, if there are any sort of association applications or things like that, make sure that those things have been done in advance to the extent possible. Again, I don't want anybody to spend money for applications before we get the approval, but if they have the chance to fill out the application and have it ready so that when the approval comes, it'll make things go much faster. So that's it in a nutshell. Again, we welcome you to the process. We hope, like you do, that it goes quickly and that we are able to close it for you in a timely and professional fashion. And I'd be remiss if I didn't, since I have your attention, provide a little call to action. Our goal, as you see here, is exceptional service without exception. We hope that you'll realize that goal in working with us, and we hope that you'll think of us the next time you have a standard purchase and sale that you need some title work with, or if one of your clients is doing a refinance, we can help them as well. Or if you have any short sales you need assistance with on the listing side, we'd be glad to help you with that. Again, my name's Chris Black. I am the attorney and owner of Wingfoot Title. You can find us on the web at wingfoottitle.com. We also have a blog that has lots of great information there for you. It's homeclosingprocess.com. We look forward to working with you. Thanks for the attention. We'll see you at the closing table.